Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to review another interactive tutorial, the floor plan, how you create a floor plan in SelfCAD. This is actually something that many people have requested, so I hope you guys will enjoy it. So we'll get started. So I think here it starts with basic 3D sketch. It's first setting the grid vertices, which is how you want to snap to start drawing with precision. Then it activates a rectangle and it starts drawing snapping the grid vertices. And we basically have the first thing. Now this tutorial is going to showcase a few different options just for the purpose of teaching. So instead of drawing, now again we're going to add here an extension. Instead of drawing, we're going to later use different options of drawing. Now it's going to use a different tool, which is the edit details tool. Actually for floor plans this is actually quite easy. So you simply drag it to a position, but actually you'll want to type in exact precision. So we're typing in 150, and then we're going to do the same thing from top. We are moving it down and we're typing in a value of 100. And we exit. So now once we did this, we can actually select now, activate the edge mode, because we want to select a few edges. And now all we do is we delete these edges over here, click delete. So we got this. Now we could have done this drawing a rectangle and it would be the same thing over here. Same option, we could do it, but edit details often is easier, and especially if you're going to make complex designs, it's just easier. Now once we have this, we want to add some thickness. And the nice think of SelfCAD tools, they all double down, so the same add thickness we use for a mesh we can use over here, and we can make it negative, means the thickness will be added from inside or from the outside. So we're going to add a wall thickness of 10, and it's being added over here. So now it wants to rename the object. We're simply going to type in over here, and so type in, oops, I did something wrong. Okay, so rename it to outer walls, and now we're going to 3D sketch over here. Now again, this is for the purpose of teaching. It's going to show a few ways of doing the same thing. So the first thing here, we want to make a new profile and select a new profile. So it's going to go to this drop down and it's going to go to profile settings. In profile settings you have a drop down with all of the options, and it's going to use this option to choose click draw new profile. There's a simpler way of doing it, simply deselecting here. We'll show later how we're going to use it, but for now it's showing this way. So you simply click plus, or if you want to select a profile, you can choose from a drop down. For now it's using this, and selects a rectangle that we're going to draw, which is going to start drawing as a new profile now. And now again it types in with precision, types in value 5, and we're snapping it. And we're going to add a few of the same thing over here, so which is basically just a value of 5 and snapping it. And the same thing over here, it's doing over here, and a value of 5 and snapping it. And one last time we do it over here, 5 and snapping it. So we added here a separate thing. We can rename it inner walls. I'm just going to click next, automatically renamed it, and then we uncheck it and so on. So we have our two separate things. Now what we have done over here, we unchecked that, and because nothing is checked, it will automatically create, I don't have to click the plus button to make a new profile. It will automatically create a new profile because it's unchecked. So now we're going to click over here and we add a value of 30. Oops, what do we do? 30. And snap over here, and then click here and here. We're just snapping it over here and enter a value of 3. So, and then snap it. So we did over here, we added basically two segments over here with the center over here, and we named this Windows profile. We're going to click next, we'll automatically rename it, and we close this. And now we're simply going to copy this. We want to copy this profile, which names it the same name, adds just a 1 to it. And we're going to move it over to the other side, the same window, going to move it over. So we move this into position 90, which is over here, and we have this other profile over here. So now we're unchecking this, and now what we're going to do here is we're going to select the outer wall, and we're going to the same thing. Instead of using from a drop down, you can see over here, so I could have gone over here and selected the outer wall, but instead of doing that I can simply click over here. So this is an option where you can do it from this panel, but personally I always use it from here. It's just much easier. Simply, if you select something, it draws onto that profile. If you uncheck, it makes a new profile. As simple as it goes. And now we activate again over here. Now here's something interesting. What you need to understand is that this is a profile visuals, but there's also the concept of cutting. So the same thing we have with a mesh, you cut. Same thing over here. If I need to split off a piece over here, what we're going to do now here is we're going to cut out here, make an opening. If you're going to make an opening over here, a door, you need to add a vertex over here so we can then remove it. So there's a few ways you can add vertices. this way it's going to do simply draw on it. If you draw on it, it's automatically going to add the vertex. Now if this would be a separate profile, it wouldn't cut in unless I merge it. So now I'm going to draw onto the same profile and adding a value of 40, the length of it, and snapping it over here, same thing, snapping it over here, and closing it. Now the fact that I added to the same profile, what it did is it added the cuts over here. There's a vertex added over here and over here. You cannot see it. I cannot activate this mode, or if I activate a vertex mode, you will be able to see it. But now what we're going to do here is what you're going to see, that I can actually select this and simply click delete. And now you can see the vertex actually. These vertices have been added over here by simply drawing on it. And as I said, the same thing is if you merge them. So these inner walls now are actually split off. There is no vertex over here to cut this in. They completely split off. If I would be merging them together, then they will actually create a vertex over here at the point of cutting. But now they are not. Okay, so now I'm turning off the edge mode and just turning off. And now I'm going to select these two. Now, because they don't have an intersection over here, they actually present a challenge over here. The challenge is that normally when you want to have a profile, let's say this is a single profile, they are merged together, either drawn initially together, or if I use the merge tool and combine, or you can find it over here, there's an option merge, or using Control M, which is the same thing as merge. If you would do this, they will add the vertices proper cuts, and normally if you have a single profile like this, then you go to extrusion and this gives you the total height, everything is perfectly fine. But the fact that they are two separate things, first of all, SelfCAD doesn't allow you to work in two profiles together. So you have to, if you draw one of them manually, first extrude one, then extrude it separately, there will be, the second one, then they will be separated. It wouldn't be a merged mesh the way you want it to be. So you have now three ways actually. You can initially draw them as a single profile. You can draw them separately and later merge them together. But both of these options means you're losing the flexibility of having separate inner and outer. You can later select this and split them off using the split function. But again, this is less desirable. So what this is going to do, a workaround, it's going to group them. The downside here is that a group is not really adding the vertices that is needed. So the normal way we do it, extrusion, is actually not going to give me the accurate results because it's missing the vertices over here. However, SelfCAD has another way of filling, which is fill polygons, and fill polygons does cut in. So this is basically has an algorithm which is checking intersections and even on groups as well. And now it actually added the proper vertices. So this is a manifold. It's not manifold because it's just a surface. But if I'm going now to add thickness to it, now I can add thickness. I'll make it 100. Now we have a manifold mesh which is combined together. And this was the whole idea what we did over here. So I'm going to hide this away. And now it's going actually to ungroup this. So now we're going to go ungroup. And we have again our separate inner walls and outer walls. And you can actually take each one and color them separately and change them. And actually there's no cutting over here. So if you're going to replace the inner walls and then merge them separately, you wouldn't see the vertices that was here. So if you would, for example, go and merge them and then select these and split them off, there will still be the vertices. You can remove them with Edit Details tools, but that's not, it's not so easy. I mean, it is easy, but it's not needed. So basically, this is the best way, the cleanest way of keeping them separate, but still being able to extrude them as a single mesh, is by using first the fill polygon tool, which is making the cuts, and then later add thickness, as opposed to merging them and using extrusion. Or extrusion with groups, which will work, but not as expected because it's missing the vertices. I hope this was clear. Maybe I can show it later on a simple, very basic mesh to explain it, actually show it in fact. So I think I'll show it in the end of the video, just to explain it. Okay, so now we are done with this. We go back to 3D Sketch, and it tells me now to activate the arc 1. So normally you see we use arc 2 as a normal arc, but this actually is used for this type of stuff where you can draw from section to section. And it's telling me to deselect both profiles because we wanted to make a new profile. Now, if you look over here, actually, it's interesting, nothing is selected. So what's the funny thing here is that, if you have something selected, we will continue drawing onto this. If nothing is selected, we'll make a new profile. But if two things are selected, actually, it will be the same as nothing is selected because we cannot draw onto two profiles at the same time. So they're not merged. So actually, I don't have to uncheck them because if I uncheck them, it will be like now you see this is selected. When 2 is selected, nothing is selected. So now if I uncheck them, actually, nothing is selected. Same thing over here. and now it will make a new profile. But again, this is a proper way to show how you have to do it, but in reality, if two things are selected, it will automatically deselect everything and make a new profile. So we actually didn't need that. But nevertheless, what I'm doing over here, I'm drawing over here the arc, and this is the way arc 1 works. I draw from like a line, and then let's enter the value. It's a value of 90, and then I need to snap to this section over here. So we created basically this thing that we showcased for a door. Okay, now it's asking me to activate again the line and drawing a line from here. Now I actually found a bug here in the tutorial tested before. If I'm going to click here, because we have on the precision the grid vertices, it will actually snap to this grid vertex, not as expected. So I've alerted SelfCAD team, this should be fixed hopefully soon. But in the meantime, in order to avoid this problem, I'm going to click next instead of manually drawing this. So basically we added this. And now once we added this, you see line is continuous. It tries to draw the next line. So all we have to do is we press escape and we exit this part of drawing. And now it tells me to rename it to door profile and click next to automatically rename it. And now it's going to do another thing. So we started drawing before we used the grid vertices and to do precision, to snap to it, and actually now it stood now away. It wanted to snap to this instead of where I need it. So I'm going to click now on minimum step size and minimum angle step size. This allows us to draw precisely more like exact sizes of the line, the minimum size. And minimum angle means that when it turns something, it must turn a minimum of 15, or you could change the value on both of them. But this basically cancels out small handshaking and so on. And now what it's going to tell me over here is go back and activate a rectangle and deselect the file. So we're going to make a new profile. Here I have the same problem that I still have on my grid vertices, and until SelfCAD fixes it, so I don't want to get into the same problem snapping the wrong place. So I'm going to click on next, next, and here I can actually, it's far away. I think I should be able to click it over here, no problem. And now it tells me again to click here, and you see, oh, I actually made the same issue over here. So I have to click on next, actually exit it. Okay, I think it did it correctly. I'm not sure actually. Okay, so now we go to edit details, and what it tells me over here is move this to here and move this to here. So now it's not focusing on precision, it's just basically making a simple profile. And now we turn on mirror just to show the ideas. So I can move this to here, so which basically mirrors it on both sides. And now it's adding precision 35 on both of them, and we close it. So this is basically it. Now just rename it to the coach profile. So it's renamed, and that's it, we're done. Okay, so now as you can see, this is just to show the thing. So what we have learned over here is basically the idea that we can work with different profiles and different names, and actually you can color them. So for example, if I want to give this a different color, you can name each oh, this color wouldn't be visible on this, so you can color basically these profiles and so on. If you keep them separately, they can all be different colors and different things, and you can kind of play and make this type of stuff. However, they are not doing intersection. So let me actually show what I wanted to explain before. So we're going to activate actually vertex mode. You can see all of the vertices over here, and you see there's no vertices over here. There's nothing over here. So this profile actually has one. If we're going to turn on select, let's say only this, let's say select only this, and if I turn on now vertex mode, you'll see the vertices over here, but this is not translated into, if I deselect this, select this one, there's no vertices over here. So, and this is where we had this issue where I explained before. So if I'm going to group this together, okay, let's take these two profiles, make sure I've selected both. Yeah, the outer walls and the, what is it, outer walls, and where's my other selection, this one, inner walls. Okay, so if I select these two and I group them together, Command G, we have this a group. And if I go now to extrusion, the way we normally do, let's say extrude it to 100, this will create some gaps, or you can see over here actually it created a gap over here, and this is because it's missing, and over here you can see it also because it's missing the vertex, so it doesn't know how to do it. So the idea, as I said before, the idea is you can actually merge them. I'll make Command M for merging. So this is merged together, and now if they are merged together, I can extrude them by 100, same thing, and this will be perfectly fine. There's no issue here, it's cut perfectly fine, everything is fine. But now basically, let's say if I'm going to hide this away, I'm left with this being combined as a single thing. So I can activate the face mode, and I can click on this, select these, actually this also, and I can simply go split and split them off. And let's just hide this for a second to show you what happened. And let's select this, but select just this. I have here the outer walls. I don't want the windows, so let's deselect the windows, only this. Okay, so if I activate this, you'll see actually it added these vertices over here by merging them. That's what makes them work as expected. But now if you want to keep this flexible and keep the outer walls separate and maybe be able to change inner walls, these will have to be removed. So this could be removed a few ways. So for example, I can go to resolution 0, and this will automatically remove everything that is not needed. So this is removed now. So there are workaround solutions for everything, but why bother? So this is why it uses the full polygon approach, which basically will handle it in a group as well. So I know this is a workaround, but I guess that's the easiest way of handling this. Okay, so that's it for this video. Hope this was helpful, and please let me know in the comments if you want me to show anything else. Thanks for watching. Bye.